The lobby is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, the battle bus launches in 2, 1. Game 5 underway of the Fortnite World Cup Finals Solos competition. Can they catch Bugha? His lead remains from the incredible Shockwave plays earlier. All 100 players in the biggest day of their entire lives.
No damage dealt there, so Rux decides to opt his way out. King, one of our high Elim players, 35 HP, gonna try and get that med kit off, but he can't quite. Time to fight it out. A little bit of a build battle and see who can take ownership of the walls. King building up and layering yet again.
Oh my goodness.
The Shockwave. He's actually going for it. Are you kidding me? Lutenezi goes down, and King back up to 85 HP. What a play.
On the World Cup stage.
Yeah, the kid.
He just shockwaved to the sky and tried to hip fire hand cannon his opponent.
With 35 HP.
Are you kidding me? With 35 health? Talk about confidence. It's such an insane play that it catches the opponent off guard. Stompy trying to push on it. I believe this is Dubs on the other side of the wall. Stompy gets the wall, gets the elim. Down goes Dubs. And also in the elimination feed, Aqua, our Fortnite World Champion from yesterday, has eliminated Tfue. Drastic rotations need to come on through. Here's a replay from earlier on of how Aqua challenged and eliminated Tfue. Tfue goes for the slurp, Aqua gets the floor, and Tfue stands no chance, can't even fire a shot. And there's the frustration from Tfue. He knows
it's all on land here, so it's just a different scenario for everybody. Especially on top of that, if you have younger players that have never had lane experience, nerves could potentially play into it. But she pushes into the box, gets inside, and the elimination. Robams goes down here in Neo tilted.
And I like that a lot from Lecce, right? Because he's got 200 HP. He's already done a lot of damage to his opponent. He also does 23 more white damage, HP damage to realize, wait, I have a major health advantage as Bugha begins to dance on the main stage. But he pushes on in, forces the play, and says, you know what, if you have a trap, I'm still going to survive through it. You're so little HP that I know I'll eliminate you, even if I take 150 damage from the trap. Bugha, I mean, I guess this is kind of the mindset he has right now. I'm in first. I've got Shadow Bombs, I've got a launch pad, I've got everything I need. Banny, if you want to play this game, bro, you can play this game. But Bugha dances, and his opponent says, no, thank you. No dance battle for me today. I'll back on up.
It's enough to pressure him to rotate.
Imagine
away.
Dancing and scaring away your opponent. That's when you know you're good at the game.
Whenever you own it just yet. Very good question. At some point, that's going to have to come out. Maybe pressure the player off of that campfire. Still can't get it. There it is. Still can't get it. These stalemates for taking walls, one of the highest pressure situations, because you're on the verge of a box fight in which your opponent, you know they're going to push in. They have a trap that might take a wall and place it. Go for the shotgun shot, 160. The blue pump, very, very powerful.
That's a 160 to the jaw right there.
Especially in competitive, oftentimes you see stacks of players on top of each other and no opportunity for a snipe. The Shadow Bomb is going to be a mobility he's not going to have. The baller's gone now.
Yeah.
He's in the box. I don't know why he didn't take the Shadow Jab.
To be honest, I think Riverson viewed that as, all right, I have this baller. I'm going to play around the baller being my, well, Shadow Bombs for this game. And that's not the case. That was what just happened was the worst thing that could have ever occurred for Riverson. His baller's gone. He's got no movement items left, and now he's stuck on this mountain in a box fight.
Just a quick note, Epic Whale is currently in 6th position. Riverson in 4th, so this is a battle at the top of the leaderboard, stuck inside a box, up back and forth. And Epic cannot quite find the target. Riverson picking up a big leaderboard elimination right there.
That is a moment where I think nerves gets you a little
100%.
bit. You mentioned top 6. He's thinking in the back of his head, if I have a good game here, we're moving into the $1 million prize pots. And instead, Riverson wins a fight that looked impossible to win and is now set up on top of a mountain with near max HP.
Real quick look back here, Plug, our current leader. Look at the shots through there. Little shakes the hands off a little bit, blow off some steam. It's literally every angle on the way in. Players from all sides taking shots. He's going to have to try and push his way through for an elimination or get out of this area almost immediately. What a tough spot to be in. Shots from both sides. puts the trap down, anticipation of somebody pushing in, and literally cannot keep the walls up enough.
And that's the downside of being one of the last players to rotate from outside the zone. Everyone who's set up, including Bugha, knows, hey, we just spray anyone. They've got to come this way. They're going to be floating right at us. If the whole lobby shoots at them, one of us is bound to get them. We're all going to get damage tags. And when the Storm Surge just popped up, everyone fiending for a little bit of damage to keep them above that threshold. Launch pad used by Bugha right away. And with 2 launch pads, with all this other movement, he just needs to survive this movement. And guess what? This is a zone on the high ground. It's directly on this mountain. So from pretty early on zone, it's going to get awkward right away. Bugha has made it in, but has taken a lot of damage. Will use some minis to get back up to 150. Has made it to the zone. Benji Fishy just below, who's currently top 13 in this game.
Player to G still has a little bit of a high ground advantage. Just going to look back at Bugha, who's trying to build his way up. See if we can spot anybody on the move. This position still very, very good. The edge of the next safe zone. 2 seconds until that pressure starts to apply, and a lot of players you see on the minimap have already started to rotate in. They're making their moves now, but shots from Bugha and many others as these players are flying in. Community launch pads, shadow bombs used in situations like this, and no shield on that player. Bugha right now has a total of 16 elims today. King is in second with 15.
This is all it is. You just get set up in the zone, fire people who have to move from the storm. It's the common enemy. Every player in the lobby. Issa did just go down to class, and we also saw Vivid drop a couple moments ago. So nothing really from Vivid this game, unfortunately. Bugha 1 elim so far. Continue to look on down. Here's the perspective of a drop coming on in. Everyone's made it up on the mountain right now. Still some people on the edge. You see the likes of Cease still alive. Clix, Zate, Creo, Cosmic, Skype, who earlier on took home a game of his own in game 2.
Quick note, by the way, Riversun, who we saw eliminate the 6th place position, has gone down himself in 4th. So he is out of this game. 44 players reversing your feed, going down to Dementos. And we are not even at placement position just yet. And we're looking at the 6th to 7th circle transition starting in 10 seconds. Everyone has to move. The people that have the best opportunity to take shots back, they're going to be able to pick up a lot of eliminations. Players are going to be on rotation. Things are about to get real tough for a lot of people.
The edit, so they just wait, hop the ball, and roll. Now, I don't think you can hold high ground from this early on. I mean, yes, high ground will be very good, but this is going to be a long rotation if you're going to wind up making that happen. Black's is up top for the moment. Bugha, you see him soaring on over with the shockwave grenade. Setting up, always getting ahead of the zone as far as possible. Pika there as well.
Back behind him, going to take even more shots at players on rotation. Very smart plays, the shadow bomb, and he still has 3 more, so this rotation better be a good one. Got a chance to get ahead of a lot of people here.
I really do love this. He knows how close he is to placement points, and he's got such a lead right now that unless someone has a monster performance, if he just gets placement points, makes it to the top 25 again, with just 2 games left, that could be really all he needs to secure this Fortnite World Championship. And he got the zone. The zone's going back his way, but Bugha goes to edit out, and there's a shotgun waiting for him. Down to under 50 HP, frantically trying to pop these minis. The spray coming on through. Can our leader hang on to placement points? Storm Surge activated on some of the remaining players. Bugha peeks out again for a shot. Not going to connect yet. 32 players left. Shadow Bomb being used. Can Bugha make it to the top 25? 3 more points can be the difference between making it as our #1 player today or 2nd place. Bugha still bouncing up. 30 players left. Just so frantically looking around for potential victims.
You'll notice as soon as they're box to box, right next to another player, players like Bugha will opt to build straight up. 1 more, 26 remaining. If 1 more goes down, he's going to pick up placement points. Keep an eye on the feed just to see only 1 elimination remains. There it is, 25. So he's already into the placement points now. It's going to push him even higher on the leaderboard. Everybody left picks those points up too, but as we move, players starting to drop left and right. Sky still sitting on a baller, as well as Fatch. Pika with the ultimate high ground, and Bugha right in the middle, right in the thick of it, looking on the outside. That's an That's a very smart play. In that moment, you have a baller flying up. You don't want those players to hold on to those. Taking the shots to break it out. Maybe force an engagement.
With only 8 builds.
15 now.
Out of builds, no movement items. Made it to top 15. For me, this is already a fantastic game for Bugha. You've got placement points. Another elimination. How about a second? Bugha, what are you doing? 2 elims come in. He's back up to near full HP, and he's in the top 10, and he's got all the materials he could ever need. Bugha, how are you making this happen? From no mats and no movement. One player nearby. Bugha at 3 elims, still ahead of this zone. He can absolutely win this game, Dr. Lupo. 2 away from more placement points.
Opts to drop the extra weapons in his inventory. A gold AR, the green pump, 6 minis, and a campfire. 42 builds remaining, and he's just looking. 5 players left. He is sitting in one of the best spots I think he could have possibly imagined. Creo picking up an elimination. He's sandwiched between Pika, Pizzas, Creo on the ultimate low ground. He's looking any chance to pop through when a player is not looking to get a shot in might be enough.
Still has mats, 1 player below. Bugha just staying ahead of this. Has only taken 1 score tick so far. Player up top fighting, player down low fighting. Can Bugha make the impossible happen? Dodges the trap as well. Taking a little bit of storm damage. Bugha's got to make it on in. 1 build left, drops on in Bugha. No! But either way,
it's all good. Look,
he's done what he needs to do. He knows how important that game is. Now we're in our top 3. Pika up top. We were following him earlier on today. Pizzas and Creo all the way down low.
0 builds in Pika's inventory. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to drop in and go for a fight. Cannot connect. Pizzas finds that elimination. Creo gets the final one, and game 5 goes to Creo.
I don't think he can believe it. I don't know if anyone caught it at home, but what he does right there is Flint knocks the opponent, hits him for that body damage, and then shoots him into the zone. Great game for Creo right there, and you see repping his team. Ooh, clutching on up in the end. Here it is, the final moments. The zone closing play, a fully closed zone. Creo's got to build on up. You see, health advantage was to Pizzas. Pizzas would win that game, but a full damage Flint knock connects and swings the tide in his favor. Here it is one more time. Boom! Right to the chest, sends him into the zone, and wins the game. From Creo as he takes game 5, the victory royale, 10 points plus his eliminations.
Huge game there, and Jack, we still have 1 more.
We do. We still have 1 more game here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals. I don't see any way that Bugha's fallen out of first with that performance. He absolutely popped off. We're about to take a look at our standings, but Bugha may just be in a position where all he needs to do is find 1 or 2 points, and
there it is.
1
or 2, are you kidding me?
Ladies and gentlemen, Bugha sits atop his throne, far and away in first place. He is 1 game from $3 million. The most eliminations, tied for the most victory royales, by far the most points. Bugha has put on a show and is nearing the title of Fortnite World Champion.
Here's a look at the remainder of your top 20 there. 17 points. That's what you need to break into the top 20, Jack.
Yep.
But even then, you're still 30 points away from first place.
You need a 20+